Hey footy fans, the round 7 recap, let's get straight into it. Started on Friday night, the Saints took on Port Adelaide, and I'm really happy that I got this tip correct because if you remember at the end of my round 6 recap, I said I think Port Adelaide can get a gritty win on the road, and that's exactly what they did. They won by 7 points, final scores 83-76. A great road win for them. I tipped them by 8, so I was stoked to get close, really close to the final margin. You know, you had players like Travis Boak, chip in, Jason Horne-Francis, the usual suspects for Port, and Ken Hinkley and his team were all smiles at the end of this one. They're travelling really well at the moment. Another team who's travelling well, really well at home, is the Brisbane Lions, who on Saturday beat the Fremantle Dockers 115-67 at the Gabba. The Lions too strong at home. For Freo, on the other hand, they're having a shocking start to the year, and I'm really struggling to see how this team gets back on track because they've dug a really deep, dark hole for themselves at the start of this year. The Swans took on the Giants in the Sydney Derby, and the Swans losing by a point, 106-107. The Giants, a great comeback, a great effort. Toby Green, the hero, with under a minute to go, he kicked the goal. For Sydney, it was a winnable game, but they just lost control of it, and I really think this team needs a win and needs to respond as soon as possible. For the Giants, a great win for them. The Dogs beat the Hawks 94-65. Well done to the Doggies. They get the job done for Bontempelli's 200th. Congratulations to Marcus Bontempelli on his milestone. What a player he is. What a season he is having. He is definitely a contender for the Brownlow medalist. A good effort by the Hawks, especially in that first half, but the Dogs just too strong, just too good in that second half as they wrap this one up well. The Demons destroyed the Roos 139-49. A solid start from the Ds. 81-15 were the scores at halftime. This game felt like it was over in the first quarter. You know, the Demons, once they got their hands on the football, something happened. They were hungry, they were quick, they were so classy, they were dominant, and they took advantage of a side who looked poor and a weak North Melbourne outfit, unfortunately. No Luke Davies-Uniacke. Charlie Comben fractured his ankle in this game, a nasty injury there. Wishing Charlie all the best with his recovery, and we're all right behind you, mate, so head up, and I wish you all the best with that. But for North Melbourne, take out Coleman, take out LDU. We should have still had this game closer, but the Demons were just a stronger side, and we went up for a lesson well and truly taught from the Ds, and we learnt one, that's for sure. The Eagles took on the Blues, the Eagles losing 44-152. Curnow 9 goals. The Blues just annihilated the Eagles at Optus Stadium. So we look at those two Saturday night games, the Demons and the Blues getting such strong wins against two sides who are lower on the table and really struggling to manufacture wins lately. On Sunday, we had the Bombers taking on the Cats. The Bombers losing 104-132. Jake Stringer had 4 goals, but the Cats just too good. They're in the top 8 now. Tom Hawkins had 8 goals to himself. Well done to the Tomahawk getting on the scorers list and really, just kicking one after the other. He had a solid game and definitely contributed heavily to the Cats win. The Cats led all game in this one, so a strong start and a definite strong finish by them. The Tigers took on the Suns, and the Tigers, well, it's starting to get worse for them this season. Not only the injuries, but they're not finding the results they want. They're losing week in, week out. It feels like they lose 48-72. The Suns with a great win on the road. Ben King had 4 goals. Great to see him get a few in between the middle 6. No Took Miller in this game for the Suns, but they still manufactured great ball movement, getting the ball forward and finding ways to score. Then to wrap up the round, we had the Crows against the Pies, and the Crows losing 58-59. The comeback kings, the Collingwood Football Club, The Crows butchered chances in front of goal. They needed to be way smarter with the ball inside 50. They had 16 behinds. They were inaccurate. They had this game and they absolutely blew it. They gave the Pies a sniff, and that's all Collingwood need as they charged home in the fourth. And yes, they just got over the line, but the Crows, you had so many chances. And for the Pies there were a couple high tackles, on the Pies, especially one on Ash Johnson in that fourth quarter, and the umpires didn't call it. So the Pies missed they should have had a few free kicks in that last quarter, in my opinion, but they still managed to get the job done. Well done, Collingwood, and they sit on top of the ladder as we head into Isaac's GMP of the round, goal, mark, and player of the round. Let's get straight to the goal, because what a goal it was from the youngster, Will Ashcroft, from the Brisbane Lions. He tapped it to himself, mid-air, he pulled it down to his boot, tight angle, no worries, what a goal. And it took me straight back to 2004, watching that highlight so many times over the years. Daniel Wells with the Jackie Chan goal. It was so similar to that, just a different part of the field, a much tighter angle for Will Ashcroft, but he made it look really, really good off the boot. Well done to Will. Definite goal of the year contender. It's going to be hard to beat that one. My mark of the round goes to Mitch Lewis from the Hawthorn Football Club. Great to see Mitch back out there on the field, fully fit, fully healthy. A great pair of hands on him, a lovely grab on return. It was a great mark there by Mitch during this round. My player of the round goes to a Gold Coast son, and it goes to Noah Anderson. 81% disposal efficiency, 32 disposals, 1 goal, 1 behind. He had 5 tackles. He also had 9 marks, 9 clearances, 4 inside 50s, and 369 metres gained. So with the absence of a leader in Took Miller, Noah Anderson stepped up huge for the Suns, and what a victory that was over the Tigers. Well done, Noah, and well done to Gold Coast. Round 8, folks, starts on Friday night. The Blues against the Lions at Marvel Stadium. I was in 2 minds for this tip, but I am going for the Blues, and I'm going for them by 13 points. I just think if it was at the Gabba, I would have gone with the Lions, but it's at the Blues' home ground at Marvel, and it's in Melbourne, so I'm going for the Blue Baggers on this one. You gotta love footy. That recap, and you want to see more of my content, remember to hit that thumbs up, like, comment, and hit that red button down there that says subscribe. Much appreciated. For more content, follow me on my Facebook page and also my Instagram page.